आनंदलीलामय विग्रहाय हेमावदिव्यो छविसुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय श्री चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमः। I am very happy to come here to meet you all, Gaura Bhaktas, dear devotees of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And I also thank you one and all for giving me an opportunity to do some Gaura Sankirtan. Therefore I thank you one and all. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, and wonderfully magnanimous. Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratvaise Namaha. Srila Rupa Goswami offers this pranam mantra to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Mahavadanyam, most munificent incarnation, because Krishna Prema Pradayati. He gives Krishna Prema, love of Krishna. No, nobody gives. Even Krishna doesn't give. No incarnation gives Krishna Prema. But Mahaprabhu gives, when the Krishna comes as Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gives freely this Krishna Prema. Mahavadanya, therefore he is most munificent incarnation. Patita pamara nahi vache, brahmara durlava prema sabakare vache. Indiscriminately gives. Without any discrimination gives this Krishna Prema. Patita pamara nahi vache. He never discriminates the one. Patita must fallen. Pamar, durachar, whether it deserves it and doesn't deserve it, never discriminates. He gives freely Krishna Prema. So, wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This Prema is Brahmara Durlava. Even on the part of Brahma, very difficult to get. Yes, very difficult to get on the part of Brahma, what to speak about us. This Prema. But Mahaprabhu gives it freely, indiscriminately, one and all, without any discrimination. So he is wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous. He is Krishna himself, yes, not different from Krishna, but his mood is different. Only mood is different. His mood is the mood of a devotee. Apani karimu bhakta bhavangikare apani achari bhakti sikhamu sabare. 5,000 years ago, Krishna came in his own form, Swarup, manifested. All Leelas and Kurukshetra Leela, he gave his message in the form of Bhagavad Gita to whole humanity through Arjuna. And he gave his confidential instruction, more confidential instruction, and most confidential instruction. Yes, most confidential instruction is Manmana bhava mad bhakta majjaji mang namaskar. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. The most confidential instruction. Always think of me. Manmana bhava. Always think of me. Day and night, 24 hours, think of me. Keep me in your mind. Don't think of anything else. Yes. That is Manmana bhava. Mad bhakta, become my devotee, serve me. Mad jaji, offer worship to me. Mang namaskara, pay obeisance to me. Then you will come to me. Yes, this is most confidential instruction. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Giving up all varieties of dharma, just surrender unto me. Yes. All varieties of dharma, just surrender unto me. Yes. All varieties of dharma mean, what do you mean by that? All varieties of dharma? Are Baba. Dharma, artha, kama, bhogyata, they are known as four purusarthas. Do you understand? But all dharmas means the dharmas that you have concocted. Concocted dharmas. Do you understand? What is going on in the name of dharma? Yes, isn't it? Desh dharma, jati dharma, kula dharma. Yes, one dharma for one land. Yes, This is our Western land, we have some dharma. Yes, Western dharma. You are Indian, you have Indian dharma. Eastern dharma, or Western dharma, Northern dharma, or Southern dharma. This land's dharma, or that land's dharma. You understand? White man's dharma or black man's dharma. Asian dharma or European dharma. American dharma or Australian dharma. This dharma, that dharma, isn't it? Christian dharma or Hindu dharma or Mohammedan, Muslim dharma or Buddha dharma or Jaina dharma. So many dharmas. Name of dharma, so many things go on. Isn't it? Yes. Krishna says, Sarva dharman paritejya mamekam saranam vraja. Give up all varieties of dharma. Just surrender unto me. It also includes Veda dharma. Veda marjada dharma. Yes. Vedic etiquette. Yes. Also includes Vedic etiquette. Veda marjada dharma. Do you understand? Lord Ram came. Lord Ram, you know Lord Ram? Ramchandra, son of Dasratha Maharaj. He is one of the incarnations, is known as Marjada Purushottama. He is known as Marjada Purushottama, yes. That means he very strictly follows Vedic etiquette, Vedic rules, regulations. Therefore, he is known as Marjada Purushottama. Do you understand? Krishna is known as Leela Purushottama. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is known as Prema Purushottama. Do you follow? Lord Ram is Marjada Purushottama. Lord Krishna is Leela Purushottama. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Prema Purushottama. So Marjada Purushottama, Lord Ram, doesn't transgress Vedic etiquette. Very strictly follows. He came just to teach us that thing. Don't transgress Vedic etiquette, Vedic regulations. Yes, Veda Dharma. We say Veda Marjada Dharma. Do you follow my language? Try to understand my language, is faulty language. You may help me. I don't know English. I try my best, but I fail sometimes. I have no English vocabulary. So you may help me. I need your help. Yes. So Veda Marjada Dharma, do you understand? Doesn't transgress. Do you follow? If you might have heard the story of Ramayana, you might have seen the TV, so very famous Ramayana TV, whole world, isn't it? Ramananda Sagar does. And now it is famous, whole world in many languages going on, yes. So you may see that Lord Ram, when he was going to Mithila, with the Vishwamitra Muni, Mithila, the capital city of Janaka Maharaj, whose daughter was Sita Devi. Lord Ram has to marry her. Going, so on the way, they have to cross the river Ganges. You understand? The river Ganges. They have to cross. So Lord Ram asked for the ferryman, boatman. Oh, boatman, bring your boat. Ferry us across the Ganges. Boatman acted like a deaf, as if he couldn't hear anything. Do you understand? Acted as a deaf, couldn't hear anything. Didn't listen. Repeatedly Lord Ram said, don't you hear? Bring your boat, ferry us across. Do you understand? But he acted like a deaf man. Atlas said, no, I am not deaf. I am hearing what you are saying. But that ferryman was a devotee, yes, a great devotee. Who knows the Lord? Who knows? Who knows? Only devotee knows. Nobody knows the Lord. Yes, it's not easy thing to know and understand the Lord. Nahu prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samavrita mudhayam nabhijanati. Isn't it? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Nahu prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samavrita mudhayam nabhijanati. Though he is all pervaded, he is everywhere. Oh yes. But he says, I do not manifest myself everywhere and before everybody. I am covered up with my Yogamaya potency. Yes. In other words, Supreme Lord Krishna tries to hide himself. Yes. Tries to hide himself. Yes. keeps himself hidden. Jogamaya Samabratoya. Kavadapi Jogamaya potential. Mudha Yamnavijan. The Mudha rascal cannot see me, cannot understand me. Isn't it? The father. But he cannot hide himself before the eyes of a devotee. Dear devotee, yes. Though he tries his best to hide himself, but he cannot hide himself before the eyes of his devotee. Devotee has a vision. Do you understand? Devotee's vision is not ordinary vision. Premanjana surita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrudesu vilakayanti jasyama sundaram achintya guna srupam govindam adi purusam tamam vajami. Brahma Samhita says, one who has smeared this ointment of love of Godhead on his eyes, one who is endowed with a devotional eye, only he sees me. He sees all beautiful Syama Sundara form. Krishna shows him. Unless one is endowed with such vision, how can he see? He cannot see. The devotee knows only. Nobody knows, nobody sees. That ferryman was a devotee. He knows he is not ordinary man. This Lord Ram is Supreme Lord. He knows it. And what is the need of boat on the part of Supreme Lord? Is an ordinary person? No need. Why is asking for? So he turns a deaf ear, as if not hearing. And Lord Ram said repeatedly that I am not deaf, I am hearing. I am hearing. But you are not an ordinary person. Do you understand? Yes. There is no need of boat on your part. Do you understand? On your part. Do you understand? I have heard Sunilani pothore bola bali podi tochoranu asanka pujenu nauka naika hele budibo bhela. I have heard this thing. While you were coming, you tossed a block of stone with your feet. Some dust from your feet fell on that block of stone. Immediately, that block of stone assumed, became a woman. Yes, became a woman. Yes, what's your dust? Dust of feet, dust from your feet is so powerful. Such inconceivably powerful that if it falls on a block of stone, immediately assumes here. It assumes a woman. Yes, because he delivered a Ahalya. Do you understand? So I am frightened. I am frightened. If that dust will fall on my boat, the boat will immediately turn into a woman. Oh, that's a great problem for me now. Yes. I have one woman, one wife, it's very difficult to maintain. And another woman, Are Baba, my life will be finished. Do you understand? So, I know, I won't allow you to step into my boat. No, Baba. No, you are not an ordinary person. You are Supreme Lord. Do you understand? Yeah. Again, what is the need? Need a boat on your part. Do you understand? Ordinary persons, they require. You and your parts not require. Oh, when you came as Brahman avatar, is dwarf incarnation. The little statue, tiny feet. Is tiny feet, isn't it? So tiny feet to Bali Maharaj, isn't it? So tiny feet to Bali Maharaj. Just went there, said, oh Lord, give me 3 pieces of land, this feet, this feet, this tiny feet. Only 3 pieces of land give me. Do you understand? Bali Maharaj is a very nice man, sober person, though demon, but nice sober person. Yeah. Immediately he promised a lie. Oh, yeah, you are Brahman, Brahmachari. Poor, you seem to be very poor. Yes, poor Brahmachari, Brahman. Why are you asking for this small piece of land? Ask whatever you want. I can give you. Do you understand? Brahman said, no. What I'm asking, what is my requirement? Just give me. I don't want anything. All right, at last Bali Maharaj promised, all right, I'll give you whatever you want. 3 pieces of land with tiny feet, so tiny feet. This was. But Bali Maharaj was in possession of 3 worlds. Yes, 3 worlds. Swarga, Martya, Patal. heavenly planets, this intermediary planetary and neither planet. He was in possession, only begging this little space of land. Do you understand? But he increased in such a way that 1 feet with 1 foot occupied the whole land on the globe. Yes, such tiny foot occupied the whole land. Huh? And another tiny foot occupied the whole space. Then Bali Maharaj has nothing to give for the 3rd foot. Yes, you are such. Huh? You didn't it? So what is the need of boat on your part? If you can just stretch your land, you come to, stretch your leg, you can come to the other side of the river. Yeah. Just tiny foot you sowed and covered the whole globe, whole land and the whole globe and the whole space. You are such a person. That was the thought of the ferryman. Do you understand? Huh? Do you understand? But Lord Ram didn't do it. Lord Ram didn't do it. Do you understand? No. Because he is Marjada Purushottama. He'll never transgress Vedic regulation, Vedic etiquette. What ordinary people can do, I'll do that thing. Do you understand? Yes. Mama Vartmanu Vartanti Manusya Partha Sarvasaha. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mama Vartmanu Vartanti Manusya Partha Sarvasaha. If I won't do, the people will follow me, they won't do. Yes, Krishna came, he became lazy. Why shall we work? We should also become lazy. So I come, I engage myself in activity. Otherwise, people cannot work. Mama Vartmanu Vartanti. If Lord Ram would have stretched his leg and just would have gone to the other side, many people are watching. Oh, such a person came and just stretched his leg and went to the other side of the river. So let me do like that. So what would happen? He cannot do. So he'll be drowned in the midstream, mid-river. Then I'll be cause of his death. Yes, I'll be cause. Because he's so I did this thing, so he may do like that. Lord Ram didn't do it. No, Baba. Bring your boat, bring your boat. Do you understand? That is, if you analyze Lord Ram's activity, you see Lord Ram never transgresses the Vedic etiquette. Yes, do you understand? Yes. Very strictly follows. He had only one wife, Sita Devi. Yes, never accepted 2 wives. When Sita Devi was banished and he was going to perform her sacrifice, also Medhajagya, but without the wife, the king cannot do it. So many persons, his ministers, pandits, they advised him, all right, you have already banished your wife, Sita Devi, and you are going to perform also Medhajagya, her sacrifice, how can you do without wife? Then marry another wife, accept another wife. Marry. He said, no, I won't marry. Very straightforward. Only one wife I'll accept. No more. What to do? All right. Then Sita, Swarna Sita, a golden Sita. A golden Sita was made. And gold Sita was made. He didn't do it. Do you understand? You see, when he was banished, staying in forest, what is that? Naimisaranya. Naimisaranya? Dandakaranya, yes. Staying in Dandakaranya, Lord Ram, many munis were there. Many munis, do you understand? Yes, many munis were there. They saw the beautiful form of Lord Ram, do you understand? And became very much enchanted towards him. Yes, very beautiful form of Lord Ram became enchanted towards him. And such desire developed in them that to accept Lord Ram as their husband. Yes, they thought themselves as the women and became attracted to Lord Ram and thought of to marry Lord Ram. Do you understand? Yes. But Lord Ram said, no, I cannot accept only one wife. No more than that. He never transgressed. Do you understand? And if you accept me, you will be cursed by Sita Devi. Sita Devi will curse you. Oh, you burn to ashes. It cannot be. Your desire cannot be fulfilled in this incarnation. Wait for the next incarnation. Then Krishna incarnation, he fulfilled. He didn't, you see. He didn't. Such a Marjada Purushottama. Lord Ram doesn't transgress. What speak of others? Huh? So, but Krishna says, Sarva dharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Do you understand? Oh yes. Also you can see, when you went to Lanka, you understand, that sister of Ravan, Surpanakha came. Huh? Sister of Ravan, Surpanakha came. Do you understand? You saw the very handsome, beautiful form of Lord Ram. She was a lady, woman. It's natural, sexual urge. Huh? Developed. She wanted also to marry Lord Ram. Lord Ram said, no, Baba. That cannot be done, no. Very strictly following the Vedic etiquette. Only one wife, I have a wife. Sita Devi, do you understand? Yes, isn't it? So, what is... But, if you have developed some desire before Lord will fulfill it, definitely. Yes, Mr. Peter. Huh? David, I forgotten. Excuse me. Mr. David, do you understand? If I develop some desire before Lord must fulfill it, definitely fulfill it, yes. The Surpanakha develops a desire to marry the Lord. But he cannot marry, because follows very strictly the Vedic regulation. Only one wife, no more than that. So, all right, I will fulfill your desire. But she is a demoness. Huh? She just develops such. She may marry some other person. Yes. So, nobody will marry. Therefore, cut off her nose, ears. Yes. Isn't it? Lord Ram cut off her nose and ears. Made her ugly. And nobody would marry. Because Lord will marry. Yeah, Lord will fulfill her desire. Huh? Isn't it? So made her ugly. Yes, nobody would marry. Then, next incarnation, he came as Krishna. And that Surpanakha came as Kubja, hunchbacked woman, who banged a haunch. Do you understand? They're living in Mathura. Yes. So the hunchback, who will marry such a woman? Huh? Will you marry, Mr. David? Mr. Larry may marry. He marry? Nobody would marry. Looks so ugly once are there. Because only Lord would marry. Yes, fulfills our desire. Yes, the Lord came to Mathura, isn't it? So Kubja came, and then Lord tossed her back and became very beautiful woman. The Lord married, fulfilled her desire. Do you understand? But in Ram incarnation he didn't do it, because Marjada Purushottama very strictly follows the Vedic rules, regulation, etiquette. What to speak of others? So this is Veda Dharma. When Krishna says, Sarva dharmana paritejya mamekam saranam braja, giving up all varieties of dharma, just surrender unto me. That includes Veda Marjada Dharma. Yes. Yes. If you want to surrender unto lotus feet of Krishna, you have to kick up the Vedic regulations also. Yes. Vedic regulations. Vedic Veda Dharma, Veda Marjada Dharma. Otherwise, you cannot surrender. You cannot surrender. Yeah. And the surrender is based on pure love. Pure love. Unless you develop pure love for Krishna, there is no question of surrender at all. Without love, do you understand? Your so-called surrender is either artificial or partial or conditional. Not true surrender or complete surrender. Yes, it's based on love. Though Krishna says, get this most confidential instruction, Sarva dharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Giving up all varieties of dharma, Just surrender unto me. Yeah, so it includes Vedanta. Then he wound up his Leela, went to his Dham, Golok Vrindavan, at the end of Dwapar Yuga and the beginning of Kali Yuga. Vatsrudam Sarvabhutanam, he is only a listing friend of all living entities. So going there, to his abode things there. Oh, I gave everything through Arjuna to whole mankind. I gave my confidence, more confidential, most confidential instruction. Yes, but how many can understand this thing? Yes, and it is to be understood in tattva, not apath vichar. It's tattva vichar. You understand? There are two types of considerations. One is apparent consideration, other one is absolute consideration, tattva vichar. So, janma karmam chame jivyam evam joviti tattvataha tektva deham punarjanma naiti samangiti Arjuna. Krishna says this thing in Bhagavad Gita. My birth, my activities are not material, are transcendental. One knows it in tattva, in truth, that will be his last birth here. After quitting this body, he will go to me. Punarjanma naiti, no rebirth. He will never come down here and never take birth again. One who knows Krishna in tattva, goes to him. Where is that? He will fall down again. No. Krishna says no rebirth. Oh, where is it? Where is it, Baba? One who knows Krishna tattva, joveti tattva tektva deham punarjanma naiti, mangyati. You come to me. No punarjanma, no rebirth, no rebirth. Not come down here. Do you understand? That's the goal of human life. To understand Krishna in tattva. Yes, that's the goal of human life. Do you understand? So I am to say that, I was saying that thing when Krishna says, thinking that, who can understand? Though I say, though I give confidential, more confidential, most confidential instruction. Again, this Kali Yuga has come after Dwapar Yuga. Kali Yuga, most degraded age, sinful age, yes, most degraded, sinful age. Consciously or unconsciously, all are engaged in sinful activities. Their consciousness is polluted. Yes, polluted. Yes, polluted consciousness. How can they understand what I said? If somebody is fortunate, he understands what I say and puts into it practice in his life, he must come to me. But how many are there? In Kali Yuga, people, they cannot. And I have said only theoretically. Yes, Krishna is a theoretical speaker, but Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Yes, Krishna is a theoretical speaker, but Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Yes, this difference. Yes. So I have said only theoretically. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam. Giving up all varieties of dharma, just surrender. But I have not practically demonstrated how to surrender. I have not demonstrated that I have to go again. Yes, I have to go again. So he came again. See, he came again as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you understand? See him. He came again as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you understand? Apani karimu bhakto bhavang ikare. Apani karimu bhakto bhavang ikare. Apani achari bhakti shikhamu sabare. Apani achari bhakti shikhamu sabare. Apani na koile dharma shikhano na jaye. Apani na koile dharma shikhano na jaye. এই তো সিদ্ধান্ত গীতা ভাগবতে কয়। এই তো সিদ্ধান্ত গীতা ভাগবতে কয়। This is the thought of Krishna in his abode. আপনি করিমু ভক্ত ভাব অঙ্গীকারে আপনি আচরি ভক্তি শিখানো সবার। I will go assuming the mood of bhakta, assuming the mood of a devotee. bhakti in my own life and teach. Yes, and teach. Yes. Practice bhakti in my own life and teach. Yes. आपने ना करे धर्म सिखानो ना जाए, यही तो सिद्धांत गीता भागवत है. Unless you practice yourself, you have no right to teach. Yes, you have no right to say. Theoretical saying won't help you. Won't help you, Baba. Practical. You understand? Unless you practice yourself, how can you say? Blank fire, Baba. Blank fire. This is only blank fire. What is that? Huh? आपने ना करे धर्म सिखाना ना जा, यही तो सिद्धांत गीता भागवत को. This is the conclusion done in Gita and Bhagavad. So, though he is Krishna, but he came as a devotee. Yes, in the mood he is the mood of a devotee. He is crying for Krishna. Yes, he is crying. He is Krishna. What he does? Huh? He crying. Mahaprabhu is crying for Krishna. Gauranga bolite bhave pulako sariro. Gauranga bolite bhave pulako sariro. Hari Hari bolite na yana mahe niro. If you utter name of Gauranga, your whole body will be ecstatic. Yes, your whole body will be ecstatic. Why? Huh? Please tell me. Hari Hari Balite Mayanu Bahe Nira. He is Lord Hari himself. Uttering name of Hari, sheds tear. Isn't it? Huh? Uttering name of Hari, sheds tear. That is why. Huh? Who is Lord Hari himself? But uttering name of Hari, sheds tear. Huh? Isn't it? Juvayitam nimishena chakhyusa prabhusayitam sunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda viroheno me. That is Sikhastaka. Huh? Isn't it? Sikhastaka, Mahaprabhu's teaching. Huh? Do you follow? Mahaprabhu's teaching in Sikhastaka, he has written 8 verses. Huh? Nayanangaladasrudharaya vadanangat gadardhaya gira kulakir nichiteir vapu kadatavanam ramani bhavishyati. That is a symptom of love. This is external symptom of love. Nayanangaladasrudharaya vadanangat gadardhaya gira kulakir nichiteir vapu kadatavanam ramani bhavishyati. For love. When? By uttering your name, holy name, tears will roll down from my eyes like torrential rains. My voice will be choked up, falter, out of ecstasy. Oh, my whole body will be ecstatic. The hairs on the body will be raised. Do you understand? When. Yes, this is the symptom of love. Yes, do you understand? Mr. Larry, Mr. David. Yes. Chanting Hare Krishna, when this symptom will arise, then you can understand that you are chanting and getting Mahaprabhu's mercy. Otherwise, no. There's internal. There's steady. Hari Hari Bolite Nayanu Bahe Nira. He is Lord Hari himself, but crying for Hari, crying for Krishna, isn't it? So, what is the name? You? Altar? Oh, what name?
Pyari Mohan.
Prabhu, your altar? Mahaprabhu, they are giving so much pain to Mahaprabhu. He cannot cry now. Yes, because you have put a feather on his head. They'll cry, oh, I am Krishna. How can you cry? Huh? How can you cry? And look at it, oh, I am Krishna. Oh, you cannot cry. Huh? That is the mood of Mahaprabhu. You understand? That is the mood. Don't disturb the mood of Gaura. Prabhupada has said repeatedly. Don't disturb the mood of Gaura. No. Yes, your service means to give him pleasure, not to give him pain. Isn't it? Please excuse me if I am telling these things are wrong. Do you follow me? Please excuse me if you feel something bad if I am speaking this thing. Do you feel so?
What I'm understanding is the reason we are addressing him like this and worshiping him like this is because we don't want to see him crying.
Therefore, don't disturb the mood. That is Mahaprabhu's mood, I say. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, yes, but his mood is different. His mood is the mood of a devotee, mood of Radharani, especially, yes. Gauranga nahi moro, Radhanga sparsana. Gauranga nahi moro, Radhanga sparsana. Brajendra sutavina, na sparse anya jano. Brajendra sutavina, na sparse anya jano. Gauranga nahi moro, Radhanga sparsana. This is not body of this body of Radha. Body of Radha. Only Brajendra Nandan, only son of Nanda Maharaj can touch them. Do you follow? Very Prabhu. Huh? This is what Mahaprabhu said. This is not body of Gaura, this is Radhanga's persona. This is Radharani's body. Huh? Only Brajendra Nandan, only son of Nanda Maharaj can touch this body. Nobody can touch. Right? Do you follow? Mahaprabhu. Do you understand? When he was in Gambhira, Jagannath Puri, in Gambhira Jagannath Puri, he manifested his Antya Leela, isn't it? Manifested his Antya Leela. So, all symptoms of this feeling, cancer, separation from Krishna, all symptoms, he manifested. Yes, crying for Krishna. Swarup Goswami and Raya Ramananda, too intimate associate. In Rena, they were Lalita Sakhi, Visakha Sakhi, yes. And Radharani is two intimate Sakhis. Yes, Raya Ramananda and Swarup Goswami, intimate. So, Radharani cries, Mahaprabhu cries, Radharani cries before feeling for association for her intimate girl companions. Lalita Vishakha, Raya Ramananda, and Swarup Goswami. Do you understand? Yes. One day, he was always talking. This all very confidential tattva, Krishna Prema tattva, Krishna Radha, Krishna Prema tattva. With the Raya Ramananda and Swarup Goswami, you understand? And such mood was arousing in him, in Mahaprabhu. And Raya Ramananda, the Swarup Goswami, could understand this mood is arousing Mahaprabhu. Accordingly, he sings a song and nourishes the mood of Mahaprabhu. Yes, and Mahaprabhu also utters some kind of verses. Yes, in this way. And they are talking, and very reciprocating. This is Prema Lila, Tattva, Prema Tattva, and it became midnight. Yes, and midnight. Then, Swarup Goswami, Raya Ramananda, lie down, or take rest, it's midnight now. So, Mahaprabhu, then they went to their respective residences to take rest. You understand? Govinda, who was Mahaprabhu's personal servant, he slept outside Gambhira, that small room is there. Have you gone there? See? Yes, that room is there. Kasimishwar's house, Gambhira, is there. Govinda slept outside. You understand? But Mahaprabhu couldn't sleep. Mahaprabhu couldn't sleep. He started Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Started loud Sankirtan. Do you understand? Yes. He couldn't sleep. Do you understand? But, very wonderful. That small room had 3 doors, and 3 doors were locked up, bolted. Yes, 3 doors were bolted. Mahaprabhu was inside the room. But midnight, couldn't sleep, started Sankirtan. But it's very wonderful how he slipped off that room. Yes, 3 doors were bolted, it was not open, but slipped off. Yes, slipped off. Yes, from that room. Climbing over the boundary wall, he just ran. Yes. And so, the southern gate of Jagannath temple, you understand? 4 sides, there are 4 gates. 4 doors, single main gates, southern gate. And they were sleeping some cows. They are cows from, they are known as Toilangi cow. Cows from South India, Toilangi. Do you understand? So Mahaprabhu was lying there, and his hands and legs were sunken, pushed into the body. Yes, looked like a tortoise. His bhava, expensive. His body looks like a tortoise and lying there. Yes. And homes are coming from his mouth, you understand? And if you touch the body, it's very cold, seems very cold. But inside, so much bhav is there. And the cows were leaking, smelling and leaking in his body. So Govinda was sleeping outside Gambhira, do you understand? Govinda was hearing the Sankirtan. But after some time he couldn't hear. Mahaprabhu was playing loud Sankirtan. What happened? No Sankirtan sound is there. So he went to Surudananda Goswami, called. What happened to Mahaprabhu? No, I could hear the sound. Surudananda Goswami came, and some other devotees came. They lighted the lamp. At that time, no such electricity was there. The lamp, oil lamp. You understand? They lighted the lamp. They opened the door and found Mahaprabhu was not inside. Not in the close proximity. He was not there. He sought many places. At last, went to that southern gate of Jagannath temple, found Mahaprabhu was lying there in a tortoise shape. Legs, hands were pushed into the body, like a tortoise shape. Yes. And they touched the body, very cold, but inside, so much power. Foam is coming out from the mouth, and this cows were smelling his body and leaking, and this Ramananda, Surudananda Goswami devotees tried to drive out the cows, they are not going out. Yes, they are not going out. Yes, then devotees tried to bring back the consciousness of Mahaprabhu, but couldn't. Yes, so with that unconscious state, they carried Mahaprabhu and brought it to Gambhira. You understand? Brought it to Gambhira. Then, in the year of Mahaprabhu, Surudananda Goswami chanted loudly, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very loudly. So immediately Mahaprabhu got back the consciousness, and his legs, hands came out as whole body. You understand? It's a whole body, that is the real body came out. Huh? Then Mahaprabhu said, oh, I heard the sweet sound of the flute of Krishna. Yes, it's Krishna himself. You understand? Very wonderful. I said, I heard sweet singing, flute singing of Krishna. Yes, therefore I had gone to Vrindavan. I had gone to Vrindavan. Why did you bring me here? Oh, why did you bring me here? Thus said and cried. Why did you bring me here? I had gone to Vrindavan. Very sweet sound. Ah, Krishna Prana Dhanam. Ah, Padma Lochana. Ah, Krishna Prana Dhanam.
Ah, Padma Lochana.
Ah, Divya Sadguna Sagar.
Ah, Divya Sadguna Sagara.
Hey Baba, you can't find that. Ah, Syama Sundaro. Ah, Pitambara Dhara.
Ah, Syama Sundara. Ah, Pitambara Dhara.
Ah, Raso Viraso Nagara.
Ah, Rasa Virasa Nagara.
कहाँ गेले तुमा पाई तुमी कहो कहाँ जाई
कहाँ गले तुम पाई तुमी कहाँ कहाँ जाई
एते कोई चढ़िला धाइया
एते कोई चढ़िया जाइया
स्वरूप ठिको गरी प्रभु रे अनिल रसी
स्वरूप विश्वनाथ प्रभु रे अनिल धरी
निज स्थाने बसाइल रैया
निज थाने बसाइल रहिया
Mahaprabhu is crying. Do you understand very well, Prabhu? Huh? Mahaprabhu is crying. Ha Krishna Pranadhana. Ha Padma Lochana. Ha Divya Sadguna Sagar. Oh, Krishna who is Lord of my heart. Who is Lord of my heart. Ha Padma Lochana. Lotus-eyed Krishna. Ha Divya Sadguna Sagar who is endowed with all divine quality. So Krishna. Ha Syama Sundaro. Ha Pitambara Dhara. Was put on yellow garment, Pitambara Dhara, Rasa Vilasa Nagara, who dance and says, Ras, Krishna, kahan gele tuma pai, tumi koho kahan jai, where shall I go? Where shall I find you? How? Please tell me, I'll go there. I'll go there. Just crying, saying this, got up and ran again. स्वरूप उठी घोड़े करी प्रभुरी आनिला धरी निज स्थाने बस. Then Swarup Damodar Goswami ran and caught him out and brought him back and said, made him seated. This is what? You understand? This Mahaprabhu. He's crying for Krishna. He's crying for Krishna. Because he's teaching us. He's teaching us. You have to cry for Krishna. Do you understand very well? Yes. You have to cry for Krishna. Unless you cry for Krishna, how can you get him? No, Baba. You cannot get him unless you cry for Krishna. Yes. Krishna has said that thing. Gayanti mama namani rudanti mama sannidham tesangaham parikrito nannakrito dhanardana. chanting my name, yeah, dances before me and cries before me. He purchases me. You follow? He purchases. That is the price you have to give. Otherwise, how can you purchase? Huh? Understand?
Yes.
Purchases, Baba. Singing my name, holy name, and dances before me and cries before me. He purchases me. Yes, Mahaprabhu is right. Just teaching. I say Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Krishna is a theoretical speaker. Yes, you understand? Krishna is a theoretical speaker, but Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Yes, he is Krishna, but he came to teach us how to surrender, Saranagati. Yes, how to develop love for him. Then you have to cry for him. Then you can pursue and get him. I say, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedaya Kari, Sopasada Suyodhana Sohabakari, Atyanta Durlava Prema Karivar Dano, Sikhaye Sonagati Bhavatir Pram. This song written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Mahadal, Acharya. Now, line of Gauda Vaishnava, line of Mahaprabhu, he says, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedaya Kari, Sopasada Suyadhama Sahavatari, Atyanta Durlava Prema Karivar Dano, Sikhaye Sonagati Bhavatir Pram. Srudam Sarvabhutana. Krishna says, Lord Gita, Srudam Sarvabhutana. I am the only well-wishing friend of all living. Isn't it? So, Mahaprabhu is also well-wishing friend. There is another song also. Jeev Jago, Gora Chanda Bole. Jeev Jago, Gora Chanda Bole. Oto Nitra Jao Maya, Isa Chiro Kole. Oto Nitra Jao Maya, Isa Chiro Kole. Ibo Boria Ese, Sansaro Vitore. Ibo Boria Ese, Sansaro Vitore. Ubiyaro hile tumi, Obiyaro bole. Ubiyaro hile tumi, Obiyaro bole. Tomare loite ami, Hainu avotaro. Tomare loite ami, Hainu avotaro. Amanina bondhuva, ke ache tomaro. Amanina bondhuva, ke ache tomaro. Jeev jago, Gora Chanda bole. Wake up, Jeevas, wake up. Yes. Koto nidra jao maya pisachiro bole. Mr. David, how long can you sleep on the ugly witch of Maya? Koto nidra jao, koto nidra. How long Mr. Larry will sleep, David will sleep, and the witch of ugly witch, lap of ugly witch Maya? How long? Wake up, wake up, wake up! Not waking up. Not waking up. Jeev jago, Gora Chanda bole. Kodo nidra jao Maya. Bhajiva bole ase sansar bhitar bhuliya rohile tumi bhitar. Don't you know? You have come here to do bhajan, Baba. Do Hari bhajan, but you have forgotten it. Yes, being covered up with Maya. A illusory energy. You are forgotten. Mahaprabhu is just reminding you, Mr. Larry, reminding you, Mr. David. Yes, Mahaprabhu. তোমার ওইটা আমি হইন অবতার, আমার বিনা বন্ধু আর কে আছে তোমার? For you I descend here, for you. Yes, Mr. Larry, Mr. David. For you I descend here, for you. আমার বিনা বন্ধু আর কে আছে? Is there any friend of yours but me? You have? No. You have? আমার বিনা বন্ধু আর কে আছে তোমার? Is there any friend of yours but me? Krishna says, I am the only well-wishing friend of all living. Mahaprabhu says, I am your friend. Yes, well-wishing. For you I descend. Yes, just reminding you. Isn't it? Enechio sodhi maya nasivaro lagi. I have come here with the medicine, unfailing medicine, to annihilate Maya. Yes. What is that? Harinam Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Unfailing medicine to annihilate Maya. I have come with that medicine. You understand? Take it, Mr. David, take it, Mr. David. Alas, not taking. So callous, sleeping on the lap of glee with Maya, snoring. Not waking up. Yeah, very deep sleep, deep slumber. Recovering such things, but not taking what to do. Bhakti Vinod Prabhu Sarani Padiya, say Harinam Mantra. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, very intelligent. Immediately tell, please give me. Immediately. But you are all sleeping. Larry is sleeping, David is sleeping and snoring. Sleeping in the lap of the winds and snoring. You understand? So, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Ji be daya kari, so parsada sriyo dhama sohovatori. Atyanta durlava prema karivar dhama sikhaya sunago deepaka derpra. Because he is our well-wishing friend. So he came again, I said. Krishna said, I have to go again to teach Saranagati, teach how to surrender. I have said only theoretically. Sarvadharman Prijijya Mami Kusarva. The Kali people cannot understand it. Yes, their consciousness is very polluted, engaged in all sinful activities. They are eating stool. Yes. Isn't it? Are you not eating stool? You? Like hog, eating stool. Self-gratification means eating stool. But I am going to give them nectar. They're engaged in eating stool. How can they get it? They say, go and just put it in their mouth. Taste it, taste it, taste it. Oh, nice. No. Then they can give up eating stool. Otherwise, they can give up. Practical teacher. Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Krishna is theoretical speaker. Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Yes. So Mahaprabhu. So in mercy to this jivas of Kali Yuga descended with his dham, with his associates. Atyanta durlabh prema karibare dana sikhaya saranagati bhagatir prat. In order to give that prema, love of Krishna, which is very rare, rarely achieved, rarely gotten, not easy. Even Brahma cannot get it. To give that love, prema, and teach Saranagati how to surrender, Mahaprabhu gave. This is the purpose. You understand? The Saranagati is Bhagatir Pran. That is life and soul of Bhakta. Surrender. Complete surrender. You understand? Dainatma nivedana goptrutve varana avasya rakhive Krishna viswasa bhavana bhakti anukula matra kajyara svikar bhakti pratikula bhava varjanangikara saranga sanagati hoibe jar tahar prarthana sune Nanda Kumar. Do you understand? There are 6 symptoms. 6 symptoms of a completely surrendered soul. One is completely surrendered, completely 100% surrendered. There are 6 symptoms. What is that? Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam, rakhesthiti viswaso, goptruti varantatha, atmanikheva karpanni, sarvidhasanagati. That is said here in Psalm 5. You understand? Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. What is favorable for your bhajan, you should accept it. What is unfavorable for your bhajan, immediately give it up. Immediately give it up. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. Rakhesthiti viswasa, unflinching faith, strong faith. Avasya rakhive Krishna. Krishna vina rakhya karta kyavana. Krishna must protect me. I have this unflinching faith. Yes. That is unflinching faith, strong faith, unshakable faith. It cannot be shaken. Yes. That is avasya rakhive Krishna. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam, rakhit viswasa. Goptrute varantatha. Krishna is my only protector, only maintainer. He is my guardian. He is my caretaker. Yes. Goptrute varantatha. Atmanikheva karpanni. Complete dedication, 100% dedication, and karpanya. Always crying in the heart, offering pitiful prayers. Yes. Offering all the prayers, crying in the heart and praying. That is 6 symptoms of Saranagati. Do you understand? Saranagati. Saranga Saranagati hoibe jaharo, taharo prarthana sune Nanda Kumar. One is completely surrendered. The 6 symptoms are there. Only his prayer, Nanda Kumar, son of Nanda Maharaj, hears. Otherwise, can't hear him. Mr. David and Mr. Lars. He can't hear you. You won't hear him. Yes. Saranga Saranagati hoibe jar tar prarthana sune Nanda Kumar. One is completely surrendered. 6 symptoms are there. These 6 symptoms, only Nanda Kumar, son of Nanda Maharaj, will hear what he says. His prayers. Yes, his prayers. Bhakati Vinoda, Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Trunadhari, Bhakati Vinoda Pade Dui Pada. Catching straw, grass. And the teeth, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, falls prostrated, falls like a, stick. You understand? At the lotus feet of Rupa Sanatana, and cries, clasping their lotus feet, Kandya, Kandya bole, Amito, Odho, Sikha Sonagati Koro. I am Odham, I am most degraded, most fallen. Cries, catching straw. and his teeth falling flat at the lotus feet, clasping their lotus feet. Rupa Sanatana, Bhakti Vinod Thakur cries, and said, Amito Adhom, I am Adhom, I am most degraded, most fallen, most stupid. Please teach me Saranagati, make me Uttama. Yes, that was what. Those are dear devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Rupa Sanatana. You should clasp their lotus feet. Catch a straw. You understand, Mr. Lari? Catch a straw with your teeth, fall flat there, clasp their lotus feet, and cry and cry and cry. Please teach me Saranagati. Please teach me Saranagati. And I am Adham, most degraded, and make me Uttama. Yes. You understand? Karpanya means always cry, always cry, always cry. That is what. Crying in the heart. Crying in the heart. That is Karpanya. You understand? Chanting this holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is crying of the soul. Crying of the soul. Yes. This is crying of the soul. Atma Krandan. Yes. With sand you cry in your heart. Ai Nanda Tanjo Kinkaram Patitam Visami Bhavam Budho Kripaya Tava Pada Pangada Sito Turi Sadra Savijindaya. Mahaprabhu has taught us this. Inspector teacher. He is crying. I say, how is crying? He is crying. How is crying for Krishna? I say. So inspector, he is crying and teaches. You cry, Mr. David. You cry, Mr. Larry. Yes. Not crying. Yes, not shedding tears. Yes, tears coming out. Mr. Larry? No. Bring some mirchi. Put it on his eyes. Then tears may. Bring some mirchi. Chili. Put it on his eyes. So tears will come. Isn't it? Then he'll cry. Isn't it? Then he'll cry. Yes. If we lose us, $300 come to me. Then he cries. Isn't it, Larry? Then losing his money, he cries. Yes. But not crying for Krishna. Yes. Is crying? No. But Mahaprabhu teaches. Mahaprabhu himself cries. Krishna himself will cry for Krishna. Teaches us. Ai Nanda Tanja Kinkaram Patidam Ma Vishami Bhavam Kripayato Pada Pangarastito Visavichinda. Oh Nanda Tanja, oh son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your kinkar, I am your servant. Somehow or other, I am fallen here. I am fallen here. In this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence, and I'm drowning. From time immemorial. Yes. Kripaya Pada Pangada Sita Duri Sadhu Savijindaya. Oh Nanda Tanjo son of Nanda Maharaj, please accept me as a speck of dust. As a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Oh, son of Nanda Maharaj. Yes. I am your kinkar. I am your servant. But somehow or other, I am fallen here. Yes. Please accept me. Let your servants serve you. You understand? Toma nityo daso mui, Toma pasoriya, Toma nityo daso mui, Toma pasoriya, Poriya che bhavanove, Maya vadhoriya, Poriya che bhavanove. আছে ভগবান নামে মায়া বদ্ধ ও son of Nanda Maharaj. Oh Krishna, I am your servant, eternal servant, but forgetting you from time immemorial, I am fallen here in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence, and I have been drowning. Yes, being captured by Maya. Yes. Kripa kari kare more pada dhuli sava, please. Accept me out of mercy as a speck of dust. As a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Tomar seva karo, tomar seva, let your servant serve. You understand? This is crying. Chanting Hare Krishna means this is the mood. Crying and chanting. You understand? Then you listen to her. You listen to her, otherwise you won't listen. You won't listen. This is Saranagati. Complete Saranagati. You understand? Crying, this karpanya. Karpanya means crying. All this crying in heart, this crying of the soul. That mood you should chant Hare Krishna. That Mahaprabhu teaches. Mahaprabhu's Pradamdhara is Vipralambha Bhava. It's Vipralambha Bhava. They don't feel the pangs of separation. Krishna, crying for Krishna, that's chant. Yes, yes. Manangala Sudharaya Vadanam Gadgadardhaya Gira. Pulake Nijidip Padatamayamayamisati. Jivayitu Nimishena Sakyusa Prabhusayitu Sunyayitu Jatsarvam Govinda Virahayam. These are symptoms. External symptoms, internal symptoms of prema. Mahaprabhu gives that prema through chanting Hare Krishna. Yes. Prabhu tumi jiver mangala chinta kari kali juge naam sange swayam patari. Juga dharma prachar naam sankirtan mukhya pade jiva Krishna. I was chanting that to Baba Naam Chintamani. Oh Lord, Mahaprabhu, Krishna. Thinking of all welfare of the jivas of Kali Yuga, you descend yourself with your holy name. Yes, Naam Sankirtan. And you propagated Juga Dharma, Naam Sankirtan. Mukhya pade jiva pai Krishna prema. Chief result, chanting Hare Krishna is to get Krishna prema. Yes, yes, that Mahaprabhu gives. Namneva Pradra Siddhavatarati Parijatato Namneva Gaura. I be my message of that Gaura who gives this Krishna prema through chanting Hare Krishna. Yes, that chief result of chanting Hare Krishna, get Krishna prema. Because chanting is pure, chanting is offenseless, that is pure name, so that will give it Krishna prema. Mahaprabhu gives Krishna prema through chanting. Yes, that's what Mahaprabhu is about, most beautiful incarnation. It's no prema for that, but it's Krishna prema. Yes, Kandya is crying. And you have to cry, you understand? Naam Yasmana, Naam Sankirtan, Ematro, Dharma Jiva Karive Pavan. This is only Dharma in Kali Yuga. Chanting holy name, thinking always, remembering always, keeping Krishna in mind, Manmanahava. Develop love, unless you develop love for Krishna, how this stupid mind can think of Krishna? No, not at all possible. Mahaprabhu gives that. And always cry, one word. Develop love, and thanks also God. And cries, always cries. All these things, always cries. That is karpanya. That is karpanya. Yes, that is karpanya. This is Mahaprabhu's mood. Mahaprabhu teaches this thing, how to surrender. Without love is that prema. Durlava prema karivare dana sikaya Saranagati Bhakti. The Saranagati, likeness soul of the devotees. Mahaprabhu is teaching, giving Krishna prema, through chanting this holy name, Hare Krishna, teaching us. Practical teaching. You understand? Yes. Accept it, surrender, get, mercy. Krishna praise, Krishna, make her life successful. Thank you. All right.
I have a question, Mara.
Yes, yes.
You mentioned unflinching faith,
Yes.
and once you told the story of daughter-in-law, mother-in-law.
Yes.
I don't know if I understood the purport of that story.
Yeah. Daughter-in-law immediately put head, whereas mother-in-law couldn't. Why? The rest. Who puts faith and who cannot put faith? What do you say? We say this thing. Mahaprabhu teaches this thing. Devotees, Vaishnavas, sadhus coming. They are preaching this thing, saying this thing. So many are coming and hearing. Who puts faith? That story I said, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. The daughter-in-law immediately put faith. Yes, and from that moment started chanting, Hari, 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 Hari. Whereas mother-in-law, hard, old man, 70 years old, experienced, but couldn't put faith. Did chant. Yes. Why? Why? Huh? This is question of simplicity. Simplicity. So, therefore, Acharyas have said, simplicity is Vaishnava. Sarvata is Vaishnava. Simplicity is Vaishnava. Those are real sadhus, they are as simple as child. As simple as child, 5-year-old child. Yes. The daughter-in-law was very simple. Immediately she puts faith and said, mother-in-law, though aged, old, experienced, but no simplicity. She had all crookedness in her, all duplicity in her, so she couldn't put faith and did change. That is why. Therefore this instruction, give up all crookedness, give up all duplicity. Be as simple as child. Then immediately you can accept and put faith. Develop wisdom. Yes. Immediately. Yes.
Is there any place in Vaishnavism? Is there any place in Vaishnavism or in America where so many of us are insane for psychology or psychiatry?
Whatever that I say, give up all this, throw it in the ocean. Throw it out. Be as simple as time. Then you can accept it very easily. Immediately prepare, immediately surrender. Otherwise, cannot. You follow? Yeah. I'm not going to tell that story. I've told many times that story, famous story of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Yes, many times. It's a nice story. Do you want to hear? Yeah. Yeah, that story is there. In one village, Bhagavad Path Pravachan was going on for 7 days. 7 days performance, Bhagavad Saptaha we do. In India, generally we do it. You understand? People have faith in Srimad Bhagavatam. They come and hear. You understand? So, in one village, the Bhagavad Saptaha, 7 days. Bhagavad reading, Pravachan, some more, first canto, 12th canto. Within 7 days, they have to read it. And that should be recited and spoken. The Bhagavad Saptaha, 7 days performance. So many people are coming from neighboring village. People are coming to hear, and so in the evening, the pravachan goes on, katha pravachan, bhagavad katha pravachan. Speaker speaks. You understand? So many people used to come and hear from neighboring villages. So regularly, 2 ladies were coming. One old lady, one young lady. Old lady 70 years old, young lady 16 years old. You understand? 2 ladies are coming regularly. And they have this relationship. Old lady is mother-in-law, young lady is daughter-in-law. Sasu who is there. Coming, sitting, from the beginning to the end. It ends at this time 9. It begins by 7, Katha Kirtanam, ends at 9 or 9:30, like that. The sitting and yes. One day the speaker says, one is reading Bhagavad is saying, speaking, Anande bolo Hari Hari, Hari Koribe Bhagavad. Chant the name of Lord Hari with love, pleasure. That Lord Hari will enable you to cross over this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. He said like that. Understand? So all are hearing. Mother-in-law was hearing, daughter-in-law was also hearing. So daughter-in-law immediately put faith in it. Immediately. And started chanting, yes, Hari, 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 Hari. Yes, so you just chant the holy name of Lord Hari. The name is such, right? You will be able to cross. Oh, but this great blossom matters like this, very silly. Started, immediately started. But mother-in-law didn't, though she heard, she didn't chant. She couldn't put faith. You understand? Then, so Katha Kirtan ended, you understand? So the body went back to their respective residences and they had to go back to their residences. You understand? So daughter-in-law was going ahead and mother-in-law was following. Daughter-in-law was chanting, Hari, 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 Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chanting, going. And mother-in-law just following, not chanting. So on the way, they had to cross a river. You understand? A river. On the way, they had to cross the river. That river was a tidal river. Tide comes, do you understand? When they come, at that time there was knee-deep water. There was knee-deep water. But when they go, tide has already come. There is so much water, it's neck-deep. Neck-deep or nose-deep water, so much water. River, you understand? So daughter-in-law was going ahead, chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari. Mother-in-law following. And very easily, daughter-in-law crossed the river and went to the other side of the river. But whereas mother-in-law was drowning in the middle, drowning. Yes, the water entering into her nose, into her mouth, drowning. Then she shouted, oh, daughter-in-law, oh, you left me here. You are on that side. I'm drowning. Then daughter-in-law, don't you hear? Chant Hari Hari. Yeah, don't you hear? If you chant Hari Hari, then Hari will enable you to cross over the dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. What is this tiny river? Why not help you to cross? Chant. But she got angry. That mother-in-law got angry. What are you teaching me? Are you my teacher? Got angry. Didn't chant. Drowning. Yes. Then again the daughter-in-law came back, got hold of the hand of her mother-in-law, chanted Hari Hari and dragged her. You understand? So this is the story. Both of them hard. Mother-in-law hard and daughter-in-law hard. But daughter-in-law immediately put faith and immediately started chanting Hari Hari. Whereas mother-in-law didn't. Why? Why it is so? That is the question. So she was asking. I very happy to say this story many times. The reason is that daughter-in-law had simplicity. Yeah. Simple-hearted girl, very simplicity, no crookedness. She had no crookedness, no duplicity. So immediately she put faith. But one mother-in-law, though aged, experienced, but no simplicity. Her heart is filled with all crookedness, all duplicity. There is no faith, there is doubt. Yes. Therefore she couldn't put faith. This is the reason. Many are coming, many are hearing, and who accepts it? Who cannot accept it? Push faith, who cannot put faith. That's the reason. Same brother immediately push faith. And gets the result. Surrenders and gets the result. And one has no simplicity. He cannot put faith, he has doubt. Sansaya Atma Vinasiti. Doubt then perish. Leave process. Yes. Yours. That is simplicity is Vaishnavism. Yes, develop simplicity. Give up all your crookedness. Throw it out. Be as simple as a child. Then immediately you develop Shraddha, means faith. You can develop and put faith. Immediately surrender. Always you cannot surrender. As long as you have duplicity in your heart, crookedness, you cannot surrender. You cannot put faith. You cannot surrender. Yes. You only pretend. practice myself. You understand?
Swami Jai.